e sogno all'orizzonte, manca le parole. Sì, lo so che non c'è luce in una stanza quando manca il sole. Se non ci sei più con me, su le finestre mostran tutto il mio cuore che hai acceso. Chiudi dentro me la luce che hai incontrato per strada.
Wow, we will remember that for some time. What a performance that is from Joseph Kalea.
Joseph, can I give you one piece of advice in your singing? You got to work on your high notes, okay?
it was wonderful. I'm delighted to say that Joseph will be back here later in the afternoon. Also, a big thank you to the Grange Park Opera Chorus, whose home is just down the road here in West Horsley Place, Surrey. Well, we are now joined by another Wimbledon favourite. It's four-time Wimbledon semi-finalist Tim Hemmond. This is turning out to be some day, isn't it? Yeah, come on,
It is,
Tim.
yeah. It's amazing, and obviously seeing some of the footage, the whole construction process, it's been a lot of hard work, but now to see the fruits of the labour, it's fantastic to see.
Because you're a big part of the history here, because you opened the centre court roof, didn't you? And you were the first match on this court. When
yeah, I've had a few sort of firsts and lasts. I was lucky enough to play in the test event on centre court. I played on the first match on court number 1 in 1997 when it was built, and I actually played my last professional match partnering Jamie Murray out here in the Davis Cup 10 years later. So it's always a court that's going to have special memories.
Wasn't it you, the reason that the roof was built in the first place? Your match?
Well,
refresh my memory.
It gets a little bit hazy. I have a selective memory, but I think it was about 2001.
It was.
I had a match that was slightly delayed. So
Slightly delayed? It lasted 3 days?
Yeah, it took 3 days. So I think when we talk about these roofs, I say better late than never.
Absolutely. And of course, this court was built just over 20 years ago, and without this court being built, you wouldn't have your hill.
No, that's right. Yeah. I think. Yeah. So where are we? Yeah, just out the back, obviously, part of that construction, there was a lot of earth that was moved, and the big screen was put up. So
there it is. It's one of the most popular sites of Wimbledon.
All its glory. So yeah.
Have you got any real estate named after you, Matt?
You know, I'm still working on that, but so far that hasn't happened. But I'm hopeful that in the next 10 to 20 years, or while I'm still alive, that it does.
Okay, yeah. Keep your fingers crossed.
Okay. Well, do stay with us, because guess what? We've got some tennis coming up for you now. So would you please welcome onto court Pat Cash, Leighton Hewitt, Goran Ivanisevic, and Jamie Murray. So, Tim, who do you think is going to win this one? Talk us through the team sheet here.
It'll probably be the fittest pair, or the pair that doesn't get injured. So looking at that...
They're all fit, so all four of these guys are fit. One's still playing on the main tour. That would be a slight advantage to Mr. Jamie Murray. And
I saw Kashi in the physio room for about 3 hours, so... but he looks like he's moving okay.
Kashi's got an even more famous headband than yours.
Kashi is, I think, given away up to this point about 1 million of those headbands. So they're all over the world. People love to collect them, and they're pretty valuable now. So try to get Pat's headband after he plays today.
Oh, look, they're smiling for the cameras. Kashi, can you hear us, Kashi?
Yeah.
Kashi, have you got many headbands left?
Do you have any spare headbands?
Sue wants to wear one. Oh, sorry.
There you go. That'll do, don't worry. Not quite as it was in 1987, is it? Never mind.
Is there a box he can climb up to today if he wins the match? Because it was Pat who started.
We got steps now. We got steps.
Is it near the orchestra, or where? He needs to know where to go climb if he wins.
Well, and as you say, Jamie's playing on the main tour, Max, so he's going to have a big advantage here.
Well, actually, Leighton, I believe, has played some Davis Cup recently. Maybe last year or possibly this year. So he's still eager to win also. I mean, he's very, very competitive.
Are you kidding?
And that's saying something coming from me, but he certainly is. Look, this court looks pretty quick. I like the speed of this court.
I heard Jamie making a few excuses that he's been on clay for the last 4 weeks, so If he makes any unforced errors, he'll blame the surface.
I like Jamie's forehand. It looks a lot like mine.
He's watching you.
Yeah, it's very similar. He's the last of a dying breed.
And Goran, well, you've seen the big serve there.
Who?
Still a big serve? You remember Goran?
That's Goran, is it?
You saw a lot of him.
Who invited him?
Why did he get invited? Tim, you're on the committee.
Now, just tell us again about that match, because...
Oh, Sue, please.
Let Goran tell him. Why don't you warm up and have Goran come over here for a minute?
I'd rather talk about getting disqualified at Wimbledon than Goran. But,
Goran, what do you remember about the rain delays?
Here we go.
Hold on.
You know what is funny? I won Wimbledon because Wimbledon didn't have the roof. And now they call me to open the roof, you know? I mean, great. Bad luck for Tim, good luck for me.
Well put. That's how she wrote.
we certainly got a lot of lefties today. We've got you and Martina coming on later.
You know, that's true. It's only about 10% of the tour is lefty, so it's nice to see us well represented. Martina won this, I think, 27 times. She certainly deserves to be out there. I got a couple. And Jamie, how many do you have, Wimbledon titles?
Two.
Two. Okay.
Yeah, Jamie's got two. And Kashi, oh, watch out, Kashi. Oh,
whoa, be careful. Today you can play the ball off the roof, by the way. I've been told.
Have they got Hawkeye today?
James, do we have Hawkeye? We do have Hawkeye. Finally. It'll be proven right after all these years.
but Jamie, I mean, he's had such a great... I mean, Davis Cup, we talk about the Davis Cup. And wow, the matches he played with his brother and with others as well. It's been amazing.
Yeah, it's been phenomenal. And I think there's obviously a lot of speculation, a lot of hope around Andy's hip. You know, will he be able to play singles? Will he play doubles? But I think there's a few people that sign up to seeing Murray and Murray playing at Wimbledon in the doubles together. I'm just not sure about Bruno Suarez. Bruno Suarez has been doing well and then gets kicked out by his brother. But we'll have to watch this space.
We may ask Jamie that one later. He can prepare his answer for later on in the afternoon.
Let's hear it from Andy Murray's here?
Not yet.
Oh, no.
No.
I thought he was coming.
They couldn't afford...
You can't be serious, man. Got to get him out here.
They couldn't afford both you and Andy. So they went for the cheaper option.
Tim, in case you were wondering, all the money's going to charity today. Charity.
That's a first, isn't it, John?
Easy now. Hopefully. It's a great cause, and we want more kids playing this wonderful sport of tennis.
I agree with everything you say for once.
Don't laugh at his jokes. He's not funny.
We will leave it there on a nice note because the players are serving, so about ready to go. Mac and I, we're going to head off for a cup of tea and sit down and watch this set because it's one set.
Absolutely, I'm playing against
match.
Jamie Murray, so I'm going to see what I can do to try to get to him mentally or physically. Probably not a whole lot, but
okay.
I'll keep telling his forehand looks like mine and it might break down.
Okay, we will see. Okay, Tim, thanks very much. Time for you to do some work in the commentary box where you can join Andrew Castle. So, Andrew, it is all yours.
So, thank you very much indeed. The dawn of a new era in the fabled story of No.1 Court here at Wimbledon. Jamie Murray alongside Goran Ivanisevic and Leighton Hewitt versus Pat Cash. Leighton Hewitt earlier on was playing with some amateurs here who are guests of the tournament and said that it's going to be difficult for him playing with a grandpa. We'll see about that. But welcome everybody and enjoy the tennis. We're with you all the way through the afternoon. 3 hours of tennis ahead of us. Some mixed doubles. Women's singles as well. Kim Clijsters versus Venus Williams. And Kim was quite nervous out of that one, and why not? Hemmond has made his way into the commentary box. Get those headphones on. Everything organised? Very funny. Yeah, I love it when you put John away.
Obviously the elements with the roof closed and perfectly still, lovely temperature. Court nice and dry.
First set.
And some
Jamie Murray to serve.
BBC
Ready?
concert
Play.
orchestra folk quite nervous. They're very close to the court.
Love 15.
Oh, hello. Yeah, don't you bring your tour
Love
level
13.
tennis here, Kashi. Going over and knocking that volley off very nicely.
Correction.
James
Hewitt
Carver on in the
Cash
chat.
challenging the call on the service line. The ball is scored in. First service.
There they
15-30.
are. Watch those instruments very close.
Let's first service.
See the bloke with the drums there, he's taking up all the space, hasn't he? No mileage per hour. There he is. Oh no, there is a mileage per hour.
30 all. Yeah! 30-40.
Partner, I think you should hit your serve. Okay, I mean 96 is not good enough. Come on.
Making you nervous.
Game. Cash Hewitt.
So it's a break for the Australians straight away, 1-love.
First game.
And I suspect that they'll regret doing that, because if Jamie starts playing hard and heavy, he's an unbelievable doubles player. You played Davis Cup with him. I forgot.
That's right, my last match on this court against Croatia in a World Group qualifying, and yeah, he's had a fantastic career, and it's centred around probably not his best service game there, but
Leighton Hewitt.
decent serve, but very, very solid at the net.
Fifteen love. Yours. Oh. Yours. 30 love.
Well, it's his knee that he injured recently, lifting weights.
30-15.
That looks like a slightly different injury. A little higher.
Yours. Hey, up. Mine. You. Yours. Mine. Yours.
30 all.
Challenge.
Nice.
I like it.
40-30.
Too slow. Thanks. Both of us.
Just wide.
Game. Cash Hewitt.
The circus has hit town.
Cash Hewitt leads by 2 games to love. Goran Ivanisevic to serve.
Here we go, Pat.
Right, well, let's have a look at Goran's serve. Here we go.
Okay, sorry. I know what I have to do. Like this.
One.
Yours, mate. Come on.
That's good.
He's getting tired.
That's a proper rally. Yeah. That's a legitimate rally, and that's a legitimate
50
look
love.
on Pat Cash's face. He just hit 10 more ground strokes than he would have liked to.
Yeah, good serve.
There we go.
30 love.
Where did that one go? Can't tell which side he's going to go.
Oh. Yours? Oh, come on. Oh.
Game. Ivanisevic Murray.
It's a lovely opening. 9 minutes in, 2-1 Cash Hewitt, if that matters.
Cash Hewitt lead by 2 games to 1.
these sort of rallies, actually, Tim, they do take it out of you. It's okay if you're still out there on tour. You come out here, a lot of people out there, you want to do your best, and suddenly your heart rate's up at 150 or 160.
Once Goran starts giving you the drop shot and lob, and you're, you know, turning quickly, you've got to make sure those calf muscles are warmed up.
Yeah, it's quite wonderful in here. Extra seating capacity on this new #1 court. 12,345. Nice new seats as well, soft and squashy. And these 11 steel trusses going across the top. So Wimbledon for the first time in its history with 2 of these roofs, and of course there's more than a passing resemblance to centre court. You have to remind yourself where you are. It's a magnificent structure, and it's going to see some magnificent tennis in the years to come.
Time. Pat Cash to serve.
So a very pleasant Sunday in May. Opening of #1 court.
So slow, so
78 miles an hour. Jamie on tour is normally seeing serves of 120, 130 plus.
A little bit, like,
It's so slow, he's not used to it this
yeah, he's
speed.
not used to that. It's too slow for him.
See? Same thing.
Same thing, 85 though, he's upped his speed.
30 love.
Okay, that was faster, 85.
All right. Speed it up a bit for you guys.
Ah, come on.
Put it away, come on, mate.
Yours, mate, you
Show you how you do it.
Hit the ball. Well done.
40 love.
Okay, I know. Yours?
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
40-15.
Is it out?
Sorry.
Yeah. Cash Hewitt.
Another hold of serve.
Cash Hewitt lead by 3 games to 1.
Jamie Murray twice the mixed doubles champion here with Martina Hingis and with Jelena Jankovic.
Oh, me, you got. Okay. There you go. Thanks.
Love 15.
Cheers. Sorry. Aye. Hey!
Whoa!
Sorry, mate. It's my fault.
What did I do?
15 all.
Yours!
30-15.
Pick up.
Oh, the hands.
My best return I've hit in years.
Hit the ball. Come on, Leighton, hit it. Come on, sorry.
40-15.
Need ace. Shot, mate. Sorry.
Game. Ivanisevic Murray.
Nicely done from Jamie Murray. By some distance, the youngest of the players out there, a former world doubles #1, and demonstrating some of that skill. 3-2. Yes, a 6-time Grand Slam doubles winner and a Davis Cup champion as well. What a story the Murray family is. News sort of filtering out about Andy Murray, and certainly a successful hip operation. But whether or not we're going to see Andy playing this year, I mean, there is quite a lot of chatter around without there being anything formal that, you know, it's a possibility he could come back this summer. That would seem way too early for anybody normal, but then he's not normal and he's not usual. It would be thrilling to see Andy Murray back again.
He's been practicing here at the club a lot. He's been on the indoor courts. He's been hitting on the outdoor green clay courts when the weather's been good enough, and he's been doing a lot of static hitting. And when you see him out there on the court, there's certainly not a question mark about how well he strikes the ball.
It's incredible. The noise off his racket is unbelievable.
And it's a question of him building up the strength, obviously, after the surgery, and building up the muscle strength. And you know, fingers crossed he can continue to move in the right direction.
Well, he clearly wants to play.
Exactly.
I mean, this is great.
The desire is there, but he's got to see whether the body's going to cooperate.
Let's for service.
Sorry.
Ooh. No good.
Love 15.
That's okay, Leighton. Don't worry.
I like it. He's not the sort of bloke, is he, Leighton? I know you've played him a lot, but to rile him up in a competitive sense, what was it like to compete against Leighton Hewitt when he was at his best, when he was world #1?
Oh, yes!
Very unappealing for me when I was serving and volleying and chipping and charging him, giving him a target.
Oh! Yours, mate. You! Yours! Yours! You!
Oh, yes. He had one of the great smashes of all time, Pat. Never missed them. Hardly ever missed a volley either. Remember the technique, racket head, always above the handle, just always down to the ball. Wonderful to watch.
Yours again. Yours. This one is nice. Oh! Sorry.
40-15.
That was a good shot.
Oi, oi, oi!
Oh!
Game. Cash Hewitt's.
You played him in one of your semi-finals, didn't you?
I played him in 2002, and
his winning year.
That was his winning year, and it was the first year that they changed to 100% ryegrass, and courts were a bit too slow for me, and I lost as I normally did to Hewitt in straight sets.
Leighton!
So 100% ryegrass, this court surface now. That was the year. I thought it might have been a year earlier than that.
He went on to beat David Nalbandian in the final.
Who had not played on centre court, so they gave him practice ahead of that final for half-hour.
30 love.
Not bad.
Going somewhere.
Maybe you're going the wrong way.
You! No!
Come, mate.
30-15.
Maybe not. Sorry.
He did say beforehand,
40-15.
Goran, that he's got a bad toe, can't serve properly. Looks okay.
Not sure what toes and serving have got to do with each other.
Yours.
What's a lob?
No,
Thanks.
no.
He said he just couldn't roll through the front foot. It doesn't bend. The big toe doesn't bend at all. Anyway.
Just play nice and low.
Yours.
Juice.
Oh. Goodness for that. Oh, yeah.
Good serve.
Advantage, Ivanisevic.
Ace.
Ace. Ace. Serving ace.
Well, that gave them a bit of a shock.
Mr. Ivanisevic is challenging a call on the service line. The ball's good out.
You didn't have that. It's one of yours.
It was on the strings,
He's quick served him. Got to pay attention, having a little chit-chat there. As the back mirror goes again. Nicely done. Do what you've got to do to get the job done. It's a hold to serve. 22 minutes of play on day one of indoor play on #1 court here at Wimbledon. We're having fun.
Cash, you would lead by 4-3, first set.
So here it is, the first day of a part of the plan to take Wimbledon into a new era. Similarities, I say, between court #1, of course, and centre court. It's 10 years ago that a roof was put over court one. So many considerations technically have gone into all elements of this build, including how does the grass grow. I mean, given a certain aperture, even the roof design has to be one that lets in all the natural light, so the growth is correct with the grass. But the technology on grass growing has changed considerably.
And the technology in terms of the mechanism, obviously the air conditioning unit is a vital part when you're putting a roof over a grass tennis court. The air conditioning unit is the other side of the indoor courts on Somerset Road for centre court.
Time.
And
then this court is up in the roof, so technology has advanced a long time in 10 years.
The air conditioning units. I hope it's strong enough.
Oh!
Mine.
Yours.
Yeah.
Mine. Yours.
Yeah.
Just long.
Doing it.
15 love.
Yours.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no.
15 all.
Here we go, mate.
It was great, but just over the net, and it's going to be perfect.
Got him.
30-15.
Stop, mate.
Sorry.
Sure.
Yours.
30 all.
Oh,
What a
mate.
lob.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Back! Mine! Yours! Yours! Mine! Yours! Oh, come on!
Thirty 40.
Cashy, break point.
Break point.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, but just to let you know. No pressure. Whew.
Juice.
I got tired with this moving. Whew.
Advantage cash.
Yours, mate.
Going.
Juice.
Come on, partner. Don't worry.
The scent is tempting.
Oh, mine!
Yes!
Advantage Ivanisevic.
Aha. So that's how you want to play.
Yours, mate. Sorry, go ahead.
Juice.
Yeah.
That's okay.
You all right, Grandpa?
Could he a massage or something like that, or a cocktail, or a drink?
Ladies and gentlemen, the trainer has been called to court. Let's for service.
I still got one more.
Advantage cash.
Almost a complete failure to move there from Goran. Didn't see that one.
Oh, I like your thinking.
Lost my mic.
Go.
Get him this time. I'll get him this time. I'll get him this time. I'll get him this time. Yes.
Game. Cash Hewitts.
A game away, just a single set match. 3 matches for you. This one followed by Kim Clijsters and Venus Williams. Looking forward to that. Kim quite nervous actually. I can see why. She wants to play well. Singles, tough match. And then John McEnroe will play with Kim Clijsters against Jamie Murray and Martina Navratilova.
Up.
Yeah.
Too good.
$15 love.
Sorry.
Oh, it was almost too high.
30 love. Let's for service.
Thanks. Fine. Yours.
That's terrible.
30-15.
Harder to miss that shot than make it.
Yes, come on, lad.
Doesn't have much option, does he?
Yeah, this
Needs to get up to the net.
this wasn't in the job description, was it? But here we go. Should move over to the left a bit.
Cross, get this way.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Needs a bit of white
Don't worry,
clothing,
he
doesn't
won't
he?
need
And some white clay. Get him up the court. Go on, Tim. Make yourself popular.
That's solid.
I'm a bit worried about this one. And again, watch it. Ooh, blimey. He's got away with it.
$40-15.
All right. Oh.
Yours, mate. Oh!
It's a nice substitution. And 5-4. Cash and Hewitt will serve for this first set. Under the roof on No.1 Court.
Cash Hewitt leads by 5 games to 4.
There are so many technical aspects to this, Tim. 2 years in the planning, 3 years for the construction of it, all part of the master plan in 2013 laid out by Phil Brook, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there's been so many different elements to, you know, the master plan, looking at different areas of the ground and probably coming to the end of, obviously, this project. We've got the project across the road, Somerset Road, looking at the indoor courts there that are going to be knocked down, and 6 new indoor, 6 new outdoor underground parking, and take another couple of years, and then you start looking at the opportunity across the road.
Indeed, the development of what is already the world's premier tournament continues with this roof over Court 1. full house here at Wimbledon, 12,345 people in. The first match on the old Court 1 that didn't have a retractable roof was back in 1997. A certain Tim Hemmond against Daniel Nestor, about 11,400 that day. So plenty of suits have been added, a few hundred. You won that one, didn't you?
I did, only just. It was straight sets, but actually first set was a little bit tricky.
Love 15.
I can remember serving the first point of the match, missing my first serve, and then going back to the baseline thinking, oh, can't start with a double fault on Court 1. Rolled it in the middle of the box and got past.
Oh my God! Was that fast? I can't jump.
Yours again, mate. Come on. Oh, you can do it.
I am a
Come on, mate.
grandfather here.
Go.
Love 30.
There'll be a tiebreak at 5-all. Should the odd thing happen and Leighton loses his serve.
Yes!
15-30.
Which he doesn't seem too keen on at this point. Finished 2001 and 2002 as the world #1. These were just pre-Federer days.
Here we go, and
He
again.
dominated for a decade.
Yours. Oh, yeah, too good.
15-14.
Why are we playing Jamie at the net? Why are we playing Jamie at the net?
I don't know. I'm just. Yeah, it's a good question. Fastest hands.
Yours, mate. Put it through him.
30-14.
Come on, mate.
Thanks. Here we go, mate.
Come back. Still got this.
Give me a signal. Yep. Yep. Oh! Oh!
Game.
Take that. A tiebreak it will be.
Five games all. Tiebreak.
Yeah.
Come on, we'll get this.
All right, here we go.
All right.
It's getting competitive. People would rather win a set than lose. It's all very well. Match #1 on #1 court.
Hey, mate.
Oh, I got it.
Whoops. Jamie was being way too nice to the old fellas. Great half volley from
2-0.
Cash.
Cash Hewitt.
Go pick up, mate.
We like
Not a bad dive from Hewitt as well.
lucky ones.
Yours.
He's actually hit a winner there. Or carried a winner anyway.
2-1. Cash Hewitt.
I'm sure that's not legal. Oh, great return.
He was just so known for his returns, Leighton.
Bit late.
3-1. Cash Hewitt.
Oh!
4-1. Cash Hewitt.
Thanks, mate.
Big serve, 116. That's a big serve.
Yours. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh.
Yeah, that's nice. Certainly up the intensity in this breakup. Top tennis all afternoon from No.1 Court
4-2.
here at Wimbledon.
Cash Hewitt.
Musical interludes from Joseph Kalea, the Maltese tenor, and Paloma Faith will be performing, as she did to open up the programme today. The BBC Concert Orchestra have loved this.
Oh! Yours, Pat. Come on, mate.
4-3. Cash Hewitt.
I think someone in that concert orchestra quite likes Goran. This is some heavy serving.
4-all.
4-all. How many times has he done that in his career? And he's needed 2 points. Ping, ping.
Murray.
Huh? 4-5.
Deciding point, no. Oh, there we go.
Great serve, mate. Perfect.
5-all.
Oh, serving cashing.
Serving Cashy, 100 miles an hour. He broke it with 3 figures.
6-5. Cash Hewitt.
You knock it down, I'll cross.
Sorry. No pressure, mate. Oh!
And it's away. And it's an all-Australian team that win the first match here on No.1 Court. Great entertainment, the first of 3 matches. And it was 7 points to 5 in the breakup. Jamie in action later on with the great Martina Navratilova playing the 3rd match. John McEnroe and Clijsters. Kim Clijsters will be the opponents for that one. Venus Williams and Kim next. And let's go and get the thoughts of these great champions on No.1 Court.
Well, what a way to start the afternoon on the tennis court here. Goran, God, do you feel as though you were just robbed at the end there?
Yeah, a little bit, but I have to say this court was beautiful before and now it's even more beautiful. And thank you for coming and supporting, and really it was an honor to be here too.
Hey, Cashy, Could you explain to me what I just watched out there? What the hell happened just in the last 45 minutes?
Well, we had a lot of fun.
Fun was there. It was awesome.
And look, we're raising money for a fantastic foundation. I think that's where we've all come from all over all sides of the world to support a fantastic foundation and support kids and homeless and various things that the foundation is doing. So I'm really proud. And not only that, but I've always wanted to play with Leighton. And I wanted to play with someone who never misses a return.
That's what I was going to ask you. Have you guys ever thought about actually playing? Because you would have made a great team from down under.
Well, there's a new event in Australia at the start of next year, the ATP Cup. So we're going to put our hands up now. We're 1-0.
I got to ask Goran. Goran, seriously, have you ever thought? I know tennis is your day job, but I think it's time you become a comedian. Have you thought of that?
If somebody gives me the role, I'm happy to do it. Why not?
And Jamie, how was it playing with Goran?
Difficult to concentrate. Yeah, there's a lot going on, but like it was great fun for me to get to come out and play. You know, opening the roof with these guys is incredible, and I had a lot of fun on the court, and we get to play this guy in a bit.
Yeah. Looking forward to that?
Always, yeah.
I'm sure you're very sweating for it. Tell us about the court. The court looks great. It looks like it's playing great. Assess what you felt.
Oh, unbelievable to think that they can bring a court like this in May, the middle of May. It's incredible playing in front of all you guys too under this roof. It's perfect conditions out here for all the players, and we're privileged to be out here and have the opportunity to be back here playing.
And absolutely great. And Leighton, is it true? Is your son? Did your son just win a title?
Oh, yeah, a junior title. So no, he loves tennis as well. And, tennis is a fantastic sport. So, it's really a sport for life. So.
Brilliant. Well, we thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, did you have to tell him any hand signals? Because I know you use hand signals with Bruno.
No, not today. I left that to Leighton and Pat. But yeah, it's a big part of the doubles game, communication, teamwork, and we had some good chemistry, I thought, didn't we, partner?
Yep.
You had fun, didn't you?
I had fun, for sure.
And we certainly had fun. We really did. What a great way to start the afternoon. And the proceeds from today's event will go to the Players' Chosen charities, but also to the Wimbledon Foundation that was founded in 2013.
The Wimbledon Foundation is the charity of the All England Club and the Championships. Its mission is to use the resources and heritage of Wimbledon to help change people's lives. The foundation gives more than £1 million a year to support charities in line with its 4 goals: strengthening the local community, supporting healthy and active lives, developing young people, and helping those in need locally, nationally, and internationally. Projects funded by the Foundation provide vital support to people facing a wide range of issues in their lives, including poor mental or physical health, disadvantage, unemployment, or isolation. These projects provide a lifeline to many. While the No.1 Court has a new roof, an increasing number of people are forced to live without one over their heads. In recent years, homelessness has increased steadily, with an estimated 320,000 people homeless or sleeping rough across the UK. To mark its 5th anniversary, the Wimbledon Foundation has launched a new fund for the homeless. A Roof for All will help to support charities in the local area and across London as they help to address this growing social need. Through funds raised by the No.1 Court celebration, the Wimbledon Foundation will make a substantial contribution over the next 3 years to increase the capacity of local homelessness charities, with further funds used to support employability schemes for young homeless people.
It certainly made a big difference to the community here.
How about we hear a little bit more music? Performing with the BBC Concert Orchestra, please welcome back Paloma Faith.
Do you think of her when you're with me? Thank you.
Paloma, well done, fantastic. It's so lovely to have you here on court number 1. How was it singing here today?
Thank you, it's an honour. Hello. Wow. I was raised with Wimbledon on in my household my whole childhood. And growing up in Hackney, we used to play as much tennis as we could against the wall when cars were passing. And I was terrible at it. Oh, no. But I'm just really happy to be here, and my mum's really proud, even though she was stuck in traffic and missed it.
No.
Is she here then? Is she?
No, she's in traffic.
You can't be serious. Are you still playing tennis? Are you still a player?
No, I'm terrible at all sports. But I've got a good sportsman's mentality. I'm a happy loser.
Wait a minute.
I
thought we were the opposite of that.
I built a career on being a really happy, positive loser.
Now, Paloma, I've just got to say, now I know why you're on this platform and not on the grass courts. That's some pair of shoes there. I've been told to wear the flats, you know.
It's good for planting seeds. But I don't think they want wildflowers on this court.
Well, since we're talking about fashion, you have to tell me about the outfit then, the dress.
Yeah, this is the wonderful Simone Rocha. She's a great British designer who I think is incredible.
And also, you mentioned your mum. She didn't make it here, but you are coming to watch Wimbledon, I believe, are you?
Yeah, well, my whole life, my mum's had crushes on many of the male tennis players.
Any that are here today, by any chance?
Some of which I'm standing close to.
Okay.
And
let's hear it for Paloma's mom.
I promised her that I would bring her to the men's finals, which she's never been to before. She's watched it avidly, and so I'm excited to bring her in so she can ogle all the eye candy.
So you're going to be in the royal box?
I hope so. Well, I don't mind if I'm not in the royal box. It's just nice to be here.
Just look over there. The chairman's just sitting over there. Let's just see if he'll give a nod. Oh, there he's waving. Is he nodding? No, he's just waving.
Very sort of diplomatic.
Come on, Phil. It's your last year. It's the least you can do.
Yes, he's nodding. He's nodding. Yep,
Thank you.
Well, you may want to stick around because coming up we have two outstanding players, two great Grand Slam champions. We have one who's one of the nicest players ever to grace a court. She's a 4-time Grand Slam champion, but she is up against a legend of the game. Venus Williams is quite simply half of one of sport's most incredible stories. Along with sister Serena, she left the streets of Compton, Los Angeles, to conquer the tennis world in the 21st century. Coached originally by their father, Richard, it was Venus who first took the Wimbledon singles title back in 2000, and she now has 5 to her name. Also with Serena, the pair have won 6 women's doubles titles here at SW19. Despite many injuries and a battle with illness, Venus remains a star of the game at the age of 38. Have you recovered from Paloma?
I'll tell you, Paloma, if she had chosen tennis, would have been one heck of a player because she's got some energy. And speaking of energy, please give a huge No.1 Court welcome to Kim Clijsters and Venus Williams.
It's quite an honor, isn't it, to have Venus against Kim. Kim, 4-time Grand Slam champion. Venus, 5 times the champion here.
Well, first of all, Kim has not played for a while on the main tour, but she still hits the ball great. She's one of everyone, including my all-time favorites, Kim Clijsters. Venus is one of the greatest players ever. Maybe at Wimbledon, give her sister a serious run for her money. and thank Venus for coming here because she just played in Rome and has to go back to Paris on clay. So a special thank you to Venus Williams for coming here.
That is quite a decision, isn't it, to actually break away from the clay courts to come. It just shows how much she loves this place.
Exactly. I think Venus has an unbelievable history here, wanted to be part of this occasion. She's got a week, but maybe slightly less than a week. It starts next Sunday. She could play in a week. So she's got to get the prep going, and she's out there battling away, still looking young and spry. And very well done, Vita. That's it.
Incredible when you think Venus first played here in 97. You played Venus.
97.
1997, your first Wimbledon, and still here. You still love it just as much, huh?
Oh my God, yes. Is this like what you guys are saying in this box right here usually when we're playing? Yeah.
During the warm-up, yes.
During the warm-up.
We're never normally this good, though, are we?
Never normally this nice, huh?
Oops.
Who's here to talk? No.
You couldn't possibly be talking about John, surely.
You're talking about Sue, obviously.
But when you think from 97, it's been an incredible career, hasn't it, for Venus?
Well, Venus has not only had an incredible career, but she's an incredible family member. She's an incredible sister to Serena. She's allowed Serena to flourish as well. Her younger sister, I had a younger brother who played on the tour, and I wasn't nearly as nice to him as Venus was and is to Serena. So Serena has some of her success to thank her sister, big sister Venus for. So we've been lucky enough the last 22 years. We're trying to hope for a couple more years from the two of them to go out and battle out and win some more Wimbledons.
Because it's an incredible story, isn't it, their rise up through the rankings, because you actually met them way back when they were teenagers.
Actually, I met them when they were 8 and 9.
Oh, right.
And so I had a couple people come up to me. Her father was with her at the time, my coach at the time, and it was right after I'd hit with the guy by the name of, you may have heard of him, Pete Sampras. Okay. And these two young girls came out in the court, and both the coach and the father said they're going to be future #1s in the world. And I said, call me in 10 years. Let me take a look. And as it turned out, both of them did it. So this is one of the most unique and amazing stories in sports history. The two sisters have had this type of success.
And also just, the way Venus plays. It's a game that's so beautifully suited to grass, isn't it? As particularly, all surfaces, but particularly the grass.
Well, she's got the great serve. She moves incredibly well. She does like to come to net, which is you don't see that too often. You remember people that used to come to net? Well, at least Venus still approaches the net, but the game has changed quite a bit. And so here she is. She's able, maybe in certain ways, but she'll answer this later. Yeah. She loves the game more now than she did when she was younger.
Yeah, and also for Kim, a wonderful story as far as she was concerned, because she won a Grand Slam, she went off the tour, she gave birth to her daughter, and then just got inspired again to come back and win another 3 Grand Slams. It's an incredible comeback.
Well, I think that Serena, for example, was inspired by her, looking to come back and win more majors after having a child of her own. A lot of people thought, and it is exceptionally difficult to do, to see Kim come back and sort of have that joy for the game and maybe a better perspective. She's had, I believe, 3, Kim, is that correct? 3 children. And she gets out there when she can, but obviously her priority is taking care of her kids. So to have her here playing is a real special treat. And don't forget, you have to carry me in the mixed doubles.
I'm not sure Kim's ready for that yet.
Well, she normally plays as well or better than me when we play, because we have played a couple times in mixed doubles. But she's going to have to give a lot of effort in this particular set.
2 minutes.
So hopefully she'll have enough left to carry me through in the mixed. Don't worry about this match, Kim. Just worry about the mixed.
What was it about Kim's game that you admired so much?
Well, she's an incredible athlete. She moves great, and she also hits the ball well anywhere. She's a good volleyer, she can serve, and she hits some great ground strokes, and she's aggressive. She goes after the ball. So it's a good compliment to my touch game.
Absolutely.
Every time we practice, I'm like, is there one time where I can hit the ball as hard as Kim Clijsters? And I haven't succeeded yet. So I'm still working on it.
Just before we go, some news from abroad. Jo Konta actually lost in the final of Rome to Karolina Pliskova, but it's been a heck of an effort to get through to the final. She had some great wins throughout the week. Beat Venus, Venus on the way to the final. But, you know, good to see Jo back in form.
Well, Jo has obviously been struggling for a while to get her confidence back. You know, after she made the great runs here and getting to the semifinals. And it's nice to see that, to me, she's added more variety to her game and realized that you need to have a couple different plans in order to succeed. So I would have thought before the event that clay may have been her least favorite service. So that's going to give her, I believe, a lot of confidence moving forward into the grass court season and on the hard courts that she got to the finals of Rome.
Absolutely. Right, Mac, we will disappear back to watch this one. Wish Venus and Kim all the best in this match. And we'll hand back to the commentary box out here because where is... Tim is there, Andrew's there, but hold on, they've got a class act here in the commentary box. Just the 9-time Wimbledon champion Martina Navratilova will take us through this match.
Yeah, so we've got no class at all, Sue, but Martina certainly has, a 9-time champion here. Delighted to welcome you to... You've done some work in here before? Or?
I have a few times, yeah for BBC. And I've been on this court. Last year I was here.
It's a tremendous view of this beautiful new court. Are you looking forward to your match later on?
I'm terrified. I mean, I played the legends here, but, you know, this is just another level. And it's full. I mean, it really is full, so, yeah. Just try to get the toss up in the air.
Yeah, it's the first couple of ball tosses, isn't it?
There'll be a few loose tosses. I'm telling you ahead of time, it's going to happen. Even happens when I'm just practicing, so anyway.
We'll be kind to you. And we've got all the time in the world.
Let's enjoy this match.
I should just say that to back up what Subaka was saying about the results coming in from Rome, Jo Konta making the final there, beating Venus on the way. Tremendous effort that. Nadal currently beating Djokovic very handily.
30 love.
In the final, that's shaping up nicely. The French Open, the next Grand Slam championship after that, Wimbledon, of course. First 2 weeks in July.
$30-15.
You're playing again, Martina?
Say what?
At Wimbledon this year?
Oh, yes. Body allowing, planning on it.
Everything okay?
Well, I broke my thumb skiing a couple months ago, so it was some question mark whether I could be here today, but I'll be okay.
Which thumb?
Left one.
Oh, bad.
Anyhow, you can see how well Kim is still hitting the ball. I think Venus is probably going to try to keep the ball more in play, not make her run too much. How long has it been since Kim played her last match on the tour? At least 5 years, I think.
Let me just get stuck into my notes here.
30-40.
See, I'm looking at her mixed doubles record here ahead of the mixed a little bit later on. She's playing with John McEnroe. She was a mixed doubles finalist here with Leighton when she was a teenager.
Let's person.
Thought one of her best mixed doubles ever was 2009 roof opening, wasn't it, on centre court?
Centre court, yeah. Now hold on, let me think.
What a shot!
Yeah, everything would have been fine with that match if she could have found a partner that knew what he was doing.
She had a dodgy partner, and all was going well until Andre Agassi hit her with a return of serve.
Must have been 110 miles an hour, that.
At least.
Terrible, terrible man, that Andre.
Was she playing with you?
Williams.
She played with me against Andre and Steffi. Yeah.
Andre just picked one of Tim's serve and just hit it so hard.
The serve was out as well.
Oh, jeez. That's not good. Oh, wow, what a return!
It is amazing how much time she appears to have. And when you're still out there on the tour, the difference between those who are and those who are not, it might only be 3 or 4%, but it looks like slow motion. She has all the time in the world, Venus. Beautiful striker of the ball.
Yep, very clean. She's really shortened this backswing a little bit on the forehand. It seems a bit more compact. It still is a big swing, but not as big as it used to be. And on the grass, you of course have to shorten things up, but bounce is pretty high. I hit on here yesterday and it was bouncing quite high. It's very nice. See some good rallies here with the girls.
You hit with Dan Bloxham yesterday. He was telling me he felt like he was hitting a pretty heavy ball. I said that was hard to believe.
Dan Bloxham, the club coach here.
Oh, we had a good hit. Wow.
Whoa.
That's pretty much what it takes against Venus Williams. It's hard to get Venus running. I mean, she moves well anyway, but just to get her to move, hard to find the openings against her.
Oop, oop, get up.
Oof. Hope she's okay.
It's one of the challenges, obviously, with a fresh grass court, and we're still in May. There's a lot of moisture, a lot of sap in the surface, so you've got to be a little bit careful with your movement, especially you've got the Roland Garros coming in a week.
And especially when you got long legs like Venus does. You know, it's a I mean, even a relatively small step for her is a big step.
These trusses going across the top are 75 meters across. You get the feeling Venus could probably cover that in six, 7
strides.
seconds. Yeah.
Challenge.
Miss Gleisner is challenging the call on the right near sideline. The ball was called out.
Twice a semi-finalist, Kim, in 2003 and 2005. 4 Grand Slam titles. None here, but...
One is just out, but it was definitely worth the challenge, yeah.
I mean, that backhand is the shot, isn't it? That's the one that she... Money shot. She
money
doesn't,
every time.
I was going to say she never misses it. But
it's just so compact, so clean. Nothing really that can go wrong there. That really good technique is what enables you to play still well when you don't play so much. If you can just stay reasonably fit and get to the ball, if you have good technique, you can get away with a lot. Kim certainly has great technique.
She's got a lovely invitation to come and play some tennis on the grass at Wimbledon. There's thousands of people here, and
Williams leads by 2 games to
worldwide TV audience, and Venus Williams down the other end. It's quite something.
It's nerve-wracking for Kim, and Venus, clearly she's trying to keep the ball in play so that, you know, Kim can hit the ball. She's not going for winners. So when you try not to win, you never miss. You're so relaxed. You don't miss. You know how it is in exhibitions, right, Tim?
That's right. You're not worried about the consequences.
When you're supposed to lose the game, you cannot miss.
Can't miss.
Genius. You should. If only we could bottle that feeling. No pressure.
But you're talking about taking the brain out of the way of high performance. It's like in golf and tennis sometimes. If you're slightly injured, you're thinking about that, not thinking about the sport, and suddenly you produce a higher level. That's strange, isn't it?
$30-50. $40-50.
And that has just dropped. In on the baseline, 8 minutes of play, 3 games played. It's a second match today. It's the opening of #1 Court and the roof at Wimbledon. A delightful Sunday afternoon here in London. Would it be possible to say who was the better athlete of the two with Serena and Venus? Different sort of athletes? I mean, obviously the serve of Serena was phenomenal and is phenomenal.
I think, like, if you, I think slightly, I get a slight edge to Serena. She just adapts a little better to weird circumstances, and because she's a little bit lower, she's quicker, and so she's a little more mobile around the court, and a little more adventurous, I think, actually. You know, when there's an awkward shot, she makes it happen because she just believes that she's going to make it happen.
I can remember very well when Venus was the first superstar in the family, and the word was going around that there was a little sister that was even better, and nobody could believe it.
Yeah, sure.
Well,
yeah,
sure
right.
enough. You win Wimbledon 5 times, and you're second best in the family. Amazing. Just struggling with the timing a little bit. Venus Williams on the grass.
50.
This grass, actually, talking to Neil Stubley, we used to call him head groundsman, but now it's head of horticulture and something else. Tim, do you remember?
Something complicated.
I've got it.
He
written.
likes the sound of that. I'm not sure he knows what it means, but...
Head of courts and horticulture is what
There
it
we
is.
go.
He says that the courts, the moisture in the grass, the hardness of the surface underneath, exactly the same as it will be for day 1 at Wimbledon.
Do they cover the court at night? Do they close the roofs or not?
In general, no.
No.
The more light that they can get in, the better.
That was on the line. She's not going to have a look at that.
15-30.
It's perfect return right at the feet. Doing a little ballet there.
Not sure about the movement on this grass court just at the moment, Venus. A bit of a slip at the other end.
Working on their slice already.
I've never seen Venus hit that many slices in a row. They have a slice off.
Oh, no. I think that was number 7. Might have been number 8. That is unusual. John McEnroe was telling us earlier on about when he first saw both sisters. They were 8 and 9. What about you, Martina? What did you hear first?
I saw them, I don't know what I heard about them, but I saw them in Oakland. Whew. When Venus played her first professional tournament, she was 14 and Serena was there, she was 12. And Venus was beating Arantxa Sanchez Vicario in the first round and ended up losing. And then I ended up losing to Arantxa in the finals. So I wish Venus had beaten her. But yeah, she made her presence known immediately.
When you've got two-handed backhands like that, that's probably why you don't hit slice too often.
Yeah. when Venus got serious.
30 all.
Are they hitting it that hard, or does it just sound like it? I think it's both. It sounds hard and it is hard.
Hold on, hold on.
It's out.
No, that's wide.
40-30.
That is so clean, isn't it? Day one on any new surface. I mean, I don't know whether she's had a day or two of practice, but it's not easy, especially coming off the slow European clay.
Advantage, Clijsters.
It's easier to get used to the bounce when it's a true bounce. You know, it's higher, but the speed is corresponding, of the bounce is corresponding to the speed that you hit the ball with. With some surfaces, they slow down too much and some speed up too much. This one is just right. If you hit it hard, it skids through. If you hit it medium, it's a medium bounce. And if it's low, it sits up. Well, she was a little early on that one.
Great depth from Kim Clijsters. We're enjoying match 2 on day 1 of this new indoor #1 court at Wimbledon. 3-2 Clijsters playing well. Martina, Kim Clijsters, singles and doubles, world #1. I mean, this is, and of course, you did this for many, many years, and mixed doubles as well, like Kim. I think it's useful, don't you, for people to play the doubles? And
no doubt about it.
Beats practice.
If a lot of the singles players don't want to play doubles because they're too tired, they're not in good enough shape to play singles, in my opinion. Yes, now this doubles is a little more physical because the points are longer, but still, it makes you a better tennis player. Playing doubles makes you a better singles player, and playing singles makes you a better doubles player. Better tennis player all the way around. So you may lose an extra match or two because you play doubles, but you're going to win a whole lot more because you play doubles.
Time.
I know that John McEnroe will be right behind you on that one, but it's a shame we don't see more top singles players playing more doubles. And of course, Venus, a former world #1 doubles player as well. So, Martina, what did you do with that last little bit of grass that you took a snippet off after you won title #9?
Yesterday I hit on court 1, so I touched it, but I didn't pick anything. But I was thinking, oh, I bet I'm going to get asked about the piece of grass.
Did you?
And here you are asking
Well,
about it. It's in my jewelry box still.
Is it?
Yep.
Don't steal the grass.
Love 50.
You didn't mind playing doubles, did you, Tim? You didn't play a lot. But when you did, you tended to win Olympic medals and things.
Oh, yeah. I think changing surfaces, you know, going onto the clay and sometimes on grass at Queen's, you'd want to play more matches. And as you quite rightly said, it's much better to be on a match court playing doubles than it is on a practice court. So I always enjoyed doubles, always important to choose a good partner.
That's a great defense and a super forehand from Venus Williams.
15 all.
How many Davis Cup matches did you lose with Greg?
Oh, our last one.
Against?
We lost against Austria away on clay, cold, wet clay. And
What was that?
we've never lost.
Shack?
Yeah, somewhere like that. I've sort of erased it from my memory. Wearing out that baseline.
I remember that tie very well because Andy Murray was the hitting partner. I think he might have been 17. Talk about
I think he was the orange boy. I don't think hadn't quite reached the stage of being the hitting partner. But
put the kettle on.
Yeah, I think he made tea and coffee, but that was about it.
Knight of the Realm and 3-time Sports Personality of the Year. And I tell you what, he's dead keen on coming back, Andy Murray. Dead keen. Really wants to play. Fantastic. Can't be this year. Can it?
Well,
how many hits?
At least we hear he's pain-free, which is great.
You don't have any metal bits, do you?
No. He's lucky.
Venus is just playing herself into a bit of grass court form before she goes and plays the French.
Yeah, this might be a good idea, actually. You know, no pressure, but you get free practice on court 1, which you only get when you play a match. You don't ever get to practice here. But Venus with the long levers, you know, it's easier to get injured. And Andy with the heavy frame that he carries. Puts a lot of stress on the hip, so the fact that he's pain-free is fantastic. I certainly hope to see him back out here again.
3 games all.
Well, I mean, he's mashing the ball in practice. The noise of it. I don't think he hits the ball often as hard in a match, but he's really hitting it, striking it so cleanly. This is Venus Williams here, probably looking to get ahead in this game. And in this set, just one set. Now we're about to lose you, Martina, to go and warm up.
After this game, I have to warm up.
Yeah, no, you do. You still playing a lot? So many questions I want to ask you.
Well,
so many questions.
Like I said, I had a broken thumb, so I couldn't do anything. But
right, that's the excuse out of the way. That we'll certainly push that line.
It's real, unfortunately, it's very real. But it's great to get out here. And of course, these days it doesn't take long to warm up. When you're this slow, you reach top speed pretty quickly.
And what are you doing with yourself primarily, Martina? You travel around the world being Martina, playing, talking,
do commentary
speaking,
for BBC. Tennis Channel. I do speaking engagements around the world on various topics. And of course, I have a family at home, so two teenage daughters.
We did a breakfast together. Do you remember that one?
Yep.
Breakfast ones.
Two teenage daughters and a lot of animals.
Absolutely.
That's a busy life.
15-14.
That was a heck of a forehand there from Kim Clijsters. She can still smack the ball. I tell you, playing the legends against her, I have to keep the racket in front of my body so I don't get hit.
Ooh, landed on the line.
Slight miscalculation by Venus, and she is putting her head down.
Thought she was going to check the mark like she was on a clay court, but not here.
She's got an academy, Kim Clijsters, in Belgium. She said earlier on today how honest she has to be with the parents of the pupils there about their chances.
Yeah, most of the parents think their kid can be #1 in the world.
I mean, it's good to be optimistic.
But you need to be realistic. Buy a lottery ticket, you probably have as good a chance to getting to that #1. And Kim holds.
And well done to her from break points down. Kim Clijsters 4-3. Martina, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Warm up well. We'll be generous. I want you to have a good time.
Be nice and cheer for good tosses.
We will. Enjoy it.
Martina coming up.
Thanks, guys.
So that Martina, what do you think, Tim? She's gone off now. She's out of the contest. I mean, honestly, when it comes to serve and volley and the technique around serve and volley, she was and remains magnificent. I'm looking forward to seeing her play.
Yeah, when you reflect on her game, not only great technique, the way that she was able to take the ball early, she used her slice backhand, great serve, but her athletic ability, how quickly she moved, how well she covered the net. And for me, you know, looking back at those matches, the contrast in styles when she was playing against Chris Evert, who was the baseliner, who was looking to hit the passing shots. When you've got that contrast, it's always great to see.
And she really did change the physicality. We talk about Lendl on the men's side, Martina, incredible trainer and physical specimen, as are these two players.
Love. Let's person. $15.
News from Rome. Big clay court event at the Foro Italico. Nadal won the first set against Djokovic 6-love. Keeps coming back. Venus was smiling as the ball went up to the ceiling, as it is today, this new indoor #1 court. Djokovic is on the board. Took him 3/4 of an hour. Venus Williams coming here from that same tournament where she lost to Jo Konta, who's done so much to lead the British team back to the World Group of the Fed Cup under the captaincy of Anne Kjærthevang. He deserves a great deal of credit.
$15.
The other singles player was Katie Boulter alongside Jo Konta. Katie, who played Roger Federer earlier on this year in this Hopman Cup. It was great fun to watch. And later on, a mixed, I know you're not going to want to miss John McEnroe and Kim Clijsters. Jamie Murray and Martina Navratilova. You're not going to see that match again for a while. Kim Clijsters is floating the ball back onto Venus Williams' baseline again and again. I think 2 balls hit Venus' baseline.
She's looking at them.
Give me a break. Oh boy, that's a clean forehand, isn't it? Beautiful strike.
30.
We have a bird back on the court. Where's that Harris Hawk when you need it?
Advantage, Williams.
38 years of age now, Venus Williams, ranked at number 50, but a much better player than that. Hasn't been in the greatest form this year. And that's away.
Williams.
And Venus Williams gets the breakthrough. She will serve for this set and the match at 5-4 in just a mo. Under the roof on #1 court. Amazing, isn't it? This is not centre court. This is the new #1 court. Kim Clijsters taking on Venus Williams, 5 times Wimbledon champion, of course, but so many other achievements besides. Finalist at the Australian Open on 2 occasions, the French Open all the way back in 2002, and a US Open winner twice in 2000 and 2001. It is an extraordinary story, this. And Venus still has appetite to play. She's been quite poorly. There was an immune deficiency that she had called Sjogren's syndrome, and she had to eat. She said it was unbelievably boring having to eat pretty much raw vegetables the whole time, but her energy has come back, and so too her ranking, and it's a delight to still see her playing and competing, and she can certainly be a factor at this year's Wimbledon. Serving for the set and the match, Venus Williams. Easy power, isn't it? I think Kim Clijsters has done fantastically well here.
She played amazingly well. She struck the ball so cleanly, but she's moved well, and it's not easy out there with a lush grass court.
Oh yeah, great backhand. Very clean on the backhand side. Talking about how she manages her illness, Venus Williams, she calls herself a chegan. That's a vegan who cheats occasionally. Just away.
30-40.
So many things that she's up to at the moment. Perhaps her attention has been elsewhere and off her tennis. Perhaps that's why she's still playing and still has the appetite. She's got an activewear brand now that she helps design and sell. It's hers. A tie break to decide this, as there was to decide the men's doubles to begin with.
Williams is challenging the call on the left service line. The ball was called out. Two, 1, Williams. Williams has 3 challenges remaining.
Hard to believe Kim Clijsters initially retired from tennis in 2007. She was only 23 years of age. She retired to get married and had a daughter. She then returned to the sport 2 years later.
3-2, Clijsters.
And then won her second US Open title as an unranked player, just her 3rd tournament back, or unseeded. Defended her title the following year and then won the Australian Open. Became the world #1. It's an amazing story herself.
3-all.
Belgian tennis, certainly with Justine Henin. And a few good male players besides, really on the map with these two.
Up. 4-3, Williams.
Just away.
5-4, Williams.
I feel a little bit shocked. I've just seen John McEnroe's legs, and you will too in a few minutes.
Let's verso.
Oh, just reaching for the old forehand there.
6-5, Williams.
Good match. A champ. We've elevated the event to the championships. Court 1. It's a championship point for Venus Williams. Don't even think about it.
Anywhere in the box.
Some of the most enthusiastic responses in here today have come from the BBC Concert Orchestra. I've thoroughly enjoyed what they've been fascinated by this, eminent at what they do, and certainly watching people who are eminent at what they do on court. A broken string in there would be no laughing matter. She's trying to up the pace a little bit.
7-6. Clijsters.
An easy error to make. I think this might have a bit of
heat on it.
Bit of mustard on it. Oh, this is good.
7-all.
It's match point for Kim's first win of the year.
Williams.
Middle of the court, bouncing high. Well played, Kim. She was so nervous before this match. Normally just plays with the children in the academy. Good players, but not Venus in front of 12,000 plus people. Oh, and that's it. A war of attrition. Venus Williams wins it. That's a really nice match to watch. And just fantastic. Just fantastic that Venus Williams particularly gave up her time off the tour and off a different surface ahead of the French Open to come here and to celebrate with us on #1 court. That was fantastic. And if Kim was to be asked whether or not she might like to go back on tour, she's probably going to be very honest and say, I don't think so. That was tough at times, physically demanding. It was good effort, tremendous. Well, let's go.
What do you think? All white.
Venus, Kim, well done. Yes, that's great. Just stand there. It's lovely to see you there. What a match that was. Wow. Venus, I mean, as I said, coming over, breaking off from the clay court season to come here, that's, we really, really appreciate it. How was it out there today?
Honestly, I really felt very much at home. A little nervous at first making that transition. Literally yesterday on the clay courts, today on grass. And of course I was really excited to play with Kim. And we've played many, many matches. I think this is the first time, though, that we actually got to enjoy the match. But
how well did she play?
So fast. She could be on tour right now. And the strokes are so clean. And I'm looking across the net like, wow, that is amazing stroke production. I'm like admiring your game across the net. But it's unbelievable how she's moving and playing. And, she chose to, have a family. And I think that's really, I want to get there one day. That's all I can say.
Could we give a special thanks to Kim Clijsters, because she literally got the call yesterday. And give it up also for Venus Williams, who literally played on clay yesterday's going on the grass today and back on clay tomorrow for the French Open. So thank you to Venus Williams.
Kim, you were a part of the center court roof closing, playing, yes, 10 years ago with Tim and with Andre and Steffi. And after that, you were inspired to make a comeback. So after that performance today, what can we expect?
I'm playing the French Open next week. No, it's an honor. I got the call yesterday, so I was a little bit stressed and nervous and shocked. But I'm very happy I said yes, and it's an honor. I've played against Venus many, many years, and we started playing on tour a long time ago, but I love, now that I'm sometimes in the commentary box watching her play and just seeing how much she still enjoys it, it's very inspiring and amazing to see. She's a great role model for our sport, for women all around the world, and I have been an admirer for a long time.
Venus, would you be interested in hanging around for the next 45 minutes and possibly doing a little commentary on the mixed doubles match?
I don't know if I'll have anything nice to say, John.
Well, I suppose here's your chance.
What advice, Venus, would you give to Kim, because she's got to play with John?
Do the running.
I honestly let him do all the work. I mean, he's won this tournament a few times, so I think he knows what he's doing.
Are you ready for this? You said you were stressed and it was an honor to come. It was obviously an honor to play with Venus. Is it stressful going to be playing with Mac?
Extremely stressful. No, we've played some exhibition doubles matches together, and they're fun. He's actually quite nice. Yeah.
And Mac, what is your plans for the match?
My plan is to hope that I get my first serve in. I'm going to see if I can break 100 on that MPH thing. So that is my first goal. And also, just to let you know, there is another match because I see people leaving. There's one more match to be played. I appreciate those of you who have stayed, but there is a mixed doubles. Thank you.
Yes, more tennis, and we have more music to come with Joseph Calleja. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, please, give it up here for Kim Clijsters and for Venus Williams. Wonderful for them to come and play here today. Thank you very much. Okay, Mac, it is now time. We are going to take a trip down memory lane as we look back to some of the moments on court number one, both old and new. Now, I had some good moments on court number one, but sadly, my lasting memory is one of playing Martina Navratilova in 1976, and she beat me, winning the last 4 games. I mean, that is not a happy face, is it?
You don't look too happy. You have the game face. You didn't even give her a hug or anything. You look very angry at her.
I was angry. I was 5-3 up and serving.
And you just get up and walk off the court. You don't wait for the victor. What's with the purse, by the way? What's with the purse?
I did wait for Martina.
Only had 2 rackets. Only
and a
2
handbag.
rackets with you and a handbag.
My handbag had my ticket home because I was living in America, and a very large box of tissues as well. I think after that match it was
What
awful.
could have been.
What could have been, that's the story. But now, hold on, some of us have more memories of playing on court number one than others, and this could take some time, Mac.
This is the No.1 Court being lovingly tended. It may not be as famous as its near neighbour, but what drama, what emotion it has witnessed.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious! That ball was on the line. Chalk flew up. It was clearly in. How can you possibly call that out? That piece walking over, everyone knows it's in this whole stadium, and you call it out?
18-year-old Andy Murray from Dunblane. What a performance. It could be a life-changing experience. There will be no Novak Djokovic in week 2 at Wimbledon. A star has been born here at Wimbledon. It's Laura Robson.
Jo Konta, Wimbledon quarter-finalist.
So the final moment of truth for Chris Evert.
She's got it!
And Hemmond makes that lovely, lovely point. And Paul really in trouble now.
Just an outstanding upset of Wimbledon history performance from Steve Darcy.
Boris Becker has gone out in round 2.
Federer departs this year's Wimbledon at the quarter-final stage.
something good has just begun. Don't you wanna hear it over and over, so it's never over? My favorite one.
There were moments of sadness last year when the old No.1 Court staged its last match. But I think you'll agree that we have a magnificent replacement.
I declare this new No.1 Court officially open.
And so Tim Hemmond arrived to play the first match at the Championships on the new No.1 Court.
Kathy Jordan's playing the match of her life.
The young British fans have a young British player with whom they can identify.
With Tim Hemmond's career, we won't really know what we had until it's gone.
Well, I would think this next point means as much to McEnroe as any other point he's played in that long, illustrious, turbulent career.
We ended it on a nice one.
Ended it on a positive, okay? Of all the matches I ever played, Sue, and there was many exciting ones on court one, that was the greatest crowd that I had ever had. It was on the Monday. It was the day after. I was so exhausted from the 2 weeks at Los Angeles. It was my final Wimbledon, and I ended up winning that 19-17 in the 5th set.
Wow. We all remember it very well, don't we? Don't we?
Half of them weren't even born then.
It was only 92. And what about looking at, I've got to ask you, some of the vocal, your vocal cords.
Well, I never would have thought when I made that comment in 1981 at the time that that would be something that'd be said to me on average 10 to 15 times a day. So it's become infamous, but it still helps me pay the bills.
Anyway, we are delighted to be joined now by former Davis Cup player, Chief Executive of the All England Club, Richard Lewis. Richard, wow, this is some stadium now. You must be so proud of it and proud of today.
We are. It's terrific, and we're very pleased with the way it's gone today. It's just great to see the crowd in here. We've seen it being built for the last 3 years, and now to see spectators in here with the roof closed and some great tennis being played. It is a very special day, I have to say.
Yeah, you played at Wimbledon a number of times. Did you play on court one?
I did, Sue. I didn't know you were going to ask me that question.
Oh, no,
Probably
sorry.
The next question is, did I win any matches on court one? I can't remember winning any matches on No.1 Court, no, but thanks very much. Can we move on?
We'll move on.
Well, my next question is, did we ever play before? I don't recall. Did we ever play?
We did actually, John.
Do you recall when and where and what the score was?
San Francisco, and I think I won a game. And you were in a bad mood because you'd lost a US Open final the week before to Jimmy Connors, just to get my own back and bring back a back.
I'll just separate these two.
But you were in good form, I have to say.
Do you remember it?
You know, I'm going to say that I did because it's been such a wonderful day. And the crowd has been so receptive. So it was one of my more memorable wins on Court 1 in San Francisco.
There you go.
Thanks, John.
Talk of things memorable, I mean, just this year announced that you've acquired the grounds of the golf course on the other side of the road, so Wimbledon is going to expand. That's exciting news. Tell us more.
We are. We're going to go from about 40 acres to about 120 acres in 3 years' time. So we're looking forward to that. It's going to give us a great opportunity, in particular to bring qualifying close to these main grounds. And that's our main aim, to build at least 20 grass courts over there. And then we'll see what more we can do. We think we can do a lot for the community, and then it's just a question of seeing what other ideas we can come up with that the council and all the local stakeholders support.
Yeah, and Philip Brook, the chairman, has done a lot for that, hasn't he? He's worked tirelessly, hasn't he, Philip?
He has, and as he's my boss, I better give him a name check. So But seriously, this is a very special day for Philip. It's his last year as chairman of the All England Club. He's been chairman for 9 years, and I think this plus that purchase of the golf club is a wonderful legacy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Made
let's hear
such
it
a
for
difference.
Philip Brook. You can stand up. There he is.
Really have made such a difference. Enjoy the front row, Philip, because next year you'll probably be up there somewhere. Oops, do you think my membership's just gone?
Well, it took me a while to get mine, Sue, in case you remember. So just be careful what you say and do. And be sure to attend the dinner every Sunday evening with the winners, okay?
Okay, will do. Talking of today, and one person who sadly is not here that would have loved this is the former Davis Cup captain, Paul Hutchins, who passed away just a few weeks ago. He was such a big part of tennis, wasn't he, in Britain, but also a huge part of this club as well.
Absolutely. He loved this club, and the club loved him. He spanned all the generations. He would have loved today, absolutely loved today, seeing the youngsters of WJTI just before we came on air, and then seeing all the different generations playing. Paul was a very special person in British tennis, and he absolutely loved this club, and we had a memorial service for him about 9 days ago, and he's going to be dearly missed.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, just applause for Paul Hutchins, all he did for British tennis, and our thoughts go to his family, his lovely family, who are so close to tennis as well. And I can't let you go, Richard, without asking, because I'm hearing, and I don't think anyone will say anything here on this court, but Andy Murray has been practicing here at Wimbledon a fair bit. Have you sneaked out to have a look, and how well is he looking?
Well, the spies tell me he's hitting the ball okay. They tell me he's actually hitting the ball very well. But I don't know what his movement's like, and I'm sure Andy's not going to rush into any comeback or anything like that.
Will he play? Will he play at Wimbledon this year?
I honestly don't know. Why didn't you ask Jamie?
Yeah, we're going to, don't worry.
I'll tell you what, it would be wonderful, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be a wonderful moment to see Andy back at Wimbledon? That would be very special.
It would do.
Well, let's hope he plays more than one Wimbledon, because there was talk that he was going to retire at this year's Wimbledon. So now, having done the surgical procedure, hopefully we'll see him rebound and be out there where he deserves to be.
Absolutely. And what about a statue? Have you got the statue planned yet?
A statue for Sir Andy, who collected his knighthood only this last week. Well, we'll think about it. You never know. I think we will have a statue somewhere, near Fred Perry, maybe.
I'm sure you will. Richard, thank you very much. Matt, time for you to get ready, get the rackets. We're looking forward to you coming back on court.
Start praying, everyone.
Okay. Absolutely. Well, Mac, I hope will be on his best behaviour, but now we have time for some more music. Would you please welcome back? He brought the house down last time. It is the brilliant Joseph Calleja. Joseph, wow, again, what a privilege it is to have you singing here in this celebration. How does this compare to other venues you've sung at?
First and foremost, I have to address what John McEnroe said before. I don't know if he's here. I can see him, but you can't be serious, man, about my high notes. You can't be serious. Sorry, I just had to say that.
We hoped you didn't hear that, but you obviously did. But actually, you're a big tennis fan, a big McEnroe fan.
Well, yes, I mean, to see all these legends this evening here, starting from him, of course. And I was in Wimbledon last time in 2010 for the incredible final, Roddick versus Federer, a match which would never end. We're so lucky. It's just an amazing, and the acoustic is actually good. I was very apprehensive because obviously I never sung in Wimbledon. And I hope you guys are enjoying those strawberries. Third season.
And also you paid tribute to the wonderful Grange Park Opera Chorus and the BBC Concert Orchestra as well. They're a great team.
They were just amazing. They were so patient with me because we had... The maestro, the orchestra, the Grange Park Chorus, I mean, I'm so thrilled, honored, and thank you so much for having so much patience during rehearsals in difficult conditions, because of course this is not where we usually do opera, but we should do more opera in these places. Brings it to the people.
Absolutely. Well, that's what you're trying to do, isn't it? To make opera more cool, to take it to more places.
I mean, that's what I do around the world, but also in Malta. We have a summer concert every summer. This year it's on the 24th of August with my friend and colleague Andrea Bocelli. So those of you who want to come to Malta, it's a great way to discover it, and it's a great concert.
Absolutely. And what about, as far as tennis is concerned, are you going to come back and watch Wimbledon now you've sung here?
Anytime that you'll have me, or you'll invite me, I'll come with the utmost pleasure. Absolutely. So actually, I'm coming for the...
Now, Joseph, I'm going to introduce McEnroe back on the court in a moment. Is there something you'd like to say about his vocal cords? Because we've heard a lot of them at Wimbledon over the years.
I'll tell you this for John McEnroe. I mean, his tennis skills are beyond reproach, and he's a veritable legend. But I'll commend him on the fact that he's probably one of the 3 people in the world who pronounces my surname right. So there you go. He did know. I mean, it's just an honor, a pleasure, a privilege to stand here on this grass, on this court here today.
The privilege has been all ours, I can tell you. Thank you so much. Joseph, you may want to stay and watch this last match, because it does feature, and we can welcome back onto the court Kim Clijsters and Jamie Murray. They're up against 2 of the greatest players of all time, Martina Navratilova and John McEnroe. Welcome them back.
So here they come on the court, 9-time champion Martina Navratilova, a 6-time Grand Slam champion Jamie Murray, John McEnroe alongside Kim Clijsters, who did so well against Venus Williams earlier on, just losing a tiebreak and had a match point. This is the 3rd and final match of our celebrations today, our opening celebration on court 1. The playing conditions have been absolutely superb, and there has been an element of a serious test about this in order to get the licenses for this venue to be used and to take the public in. It has to pass a certain amount of tests, and it certainly has today. And one more great match still to come.
Thanks, Andrew. Yes, I've been joined by Pat Cash, Goran Ivanisevic, Tim Hemmond. This is our chance, guys, to have a go back at Mac while he's on tour. Where would you like to start, Pat?
Where would I like to start? Well, John is hated by most tennis players he's ever played against. Let's start at that. But no, he's also loved and admired by tennis players. All in the same match usually. Yeah. We usually. I don't know how often I've played John in even the Legends and during the tournament. As much as I hate to admire that he's hit some unbelievable shots, every time I've walked off the court playing against John, I've shook my head and gone, how did he possibly do that? And he's one of the greatest. But the shot making that he does and the touch that he has is just absolutely phenomenal. And we all hate him for it.
But he loved you, because in your final, who did you beat? One of his great rivals, Ivan Lendl.
Well, exactly. Yeah, Lendl hated him as well. Well, yeah, they're great rivalry. I mean, that was. I think it's fair to say that back in those days it was unfiltered. So we said what we felt, whether it was in the locker room or in the press conference and whatever, and we got a bit of trouble for it. But it was very passionate, whether it was Jimmy Connors or Ilie Nastase or Lendl or John or myself. And we were very competitive. It was Boris as well, and Stefan Edberg was more of a quiet one, and Mats Wilander, but it was incredibly competitive, and it was an era where everything was changing. It was from wooden rackets. John and I were having a great laugh about the wooden rackets that we used and how heavy they were, and we're still using heavy rackets. And changing the rackets to aluminium, and then of course to graphite and the strings. So a lot of things that were changing through the years, and it's been a fascinating ride.
Well, a lot of things changed during the match that you had against Tim back in 2001. We touched on it already, Goran. 3 days, it must have been exhausting playing that semi-final.
Yeah, it was different, you know, and like I said, I was pretty lucky in that first day on Friday when I didn't know what to do. Tim was better. Rain came, no roof. And then every other day, I think I played better and he played worse and worse. So,
So, Tim, if I could say to you, if there was one match in your career you'd like to replay, which one would it be?
I think it would be that one. I mean, it was a pretty strange match. We sometimes play matches that get delayed overnight, but certainly 3 days is unusual. But I think Goran, you know, those first two sets, he was the better player. He should have been up 2-0, and I was a bit lucky to win the second set. And then, yeah, I think Goran got a little bit confused in the third set, and that was when
a lot,
yeah. And that was when I could have benefited from a roof back in the day.
Too late. But it was such a beautiful Wimbledon story, your story, because you arrived. You'd been 3 times a runner-up, so you're known at Wimbledon, you know, and so close to the title. But coming in as wild card, ranked 125, you only had a few shirts and a few rackets. You didn't come in with huge expectations, did you?
yeah, nobody believed me. My sponsors didn't believe in me. They gave me 2 shirts, 3 rackets. I was happy to go the wild card. And then, to be honest, I don't know what happened. I never know what's going to happen. It's best 15 days of my life, the best atmosphere I think ever we're going to have at Wimbledon. Monday final, now they're going to have with the roof. They can play finals here or there, doesn't matter. And beating Pat was really, you know, he was a great guy, great friend, and luckily I won.
I know, because it was an epic 5-setter, and I think your emotions just summed it up at the end.
It was like a football atmosphere. It was dream come true. I mean, when I needed to win, especially 92 against Agassi, I was clear favorite to win that one, and I don't know how I lost that match, and I don't know how I won the match in 2001, so happens.
So have you recovered from your match earlier? Because you were all over the court, Goran.
I was all over. Yeah, actually, I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
It's tough not to enjoy on this beautiful court. It's a great privilege to be here.
Yeah, he didn't really follow the rules very well, though, did he, in that match earlier today?
Goran, no. Well, we like to have a bit of fun. We've played a few matches before in the past, but for me, it was a great thrill to get out there with Leighton, because Leighton, for me, has always been a hero in Australian tennis. He came after me. Luckily, I didn't have a chance to play against him in his career. But, he unbelievably quick, never missed a return. I mean, Tim knows better than anybody. I mean, the returns just kept coming, and the passing shots kept coming. So it was a great thrill for me to play with Leighton, and it's always great. It's great fun to play with Goran. And, of course, Jamie is, he took it easy on us today, Jamie, but I'm not sure if he'll take it easy on John, though.
No, I don't. How do you see this match going, Tim?
Well, I see a lot of lefties. It's not often you see 4 on a court and 3 of them are lefties. So Kim is the odd one out from that point of view. But no, they all volley well, which is always going to be an important aspect of doubles. But and there's 4 pretty competitive souls out there as well. So we'll have to wait and see. But John looks pretty fired up. We've been very complimentary so far. Stay away.
Okay, we will. Okay, well, guys, thank you very much. Goran, thank you very much. Guess what? We're going to send you to the commentary box. You can join Tim and Andrew for this one. But ladies and gentlemen, enjoy this match now. Andrew, all yours.
So thank you very much indeed. So third and final match here on Court 1. And so looking forward to seeing Martina Navratilova play, and of course John McEnroe, Kim and Jamie as well. But with Martina Navratilova, you are looking at a woman who has won 59 Grand Slam championships. There are only 4 a year. 18 of those were singles championships, 31 in doubles. I think most, if not all, with Pam Shriver. Couldn't have been all, could it? 10 mixed doubles titles as well. She won each of the slams in singles, doubles and mixed. It's incredible. Can't happen again, but they always say that. And 4 Fed Cups as well. So we're looking forward to seeing her under the roof on day 1 of operation of this wonderful, wonderful court. A redesigned roof, with all the trusses and the motors and the struts that go with it. The air conditioning units up on top are working, so everything should be set fair for the license, I hope so. And really looking forward to seeing John McEnroe has graced these courts for so many years.
Credit where credit's due. Decent start, 108.
They didn't turn it up for me.
30.
Yeah, nice guy. 114.
That is actually a big serve.
It is.
114 and on the line.
And that's become one of his favourite serves, actually. Most of his career, he didn't like that one down the middle as much as he used to pull it wide and slide the players off the court. But the later part of his career, he liked that to go for the big ace.
Big arena, isn't it, Pat?
It's a fantastic arena, and it is big. And the noise, you get the that centre court feel with the crowd. But it's just slightly cozier than the centre court. I've always felt that.
Here he goes.
Well,
it's in the contract.
Mr. McEnroe, Miss Gleises are challenging the call on the right service line. Ball was called out.
I have to get at least one of those in.
Oh man, he's going to be dining out on that for years.
He wants the point now.
He thinks it's his point.
Didn't she miss the return? She missed the return!
He's got a point. He's got a point, very valid point.
You think that she was affected by that call?
Oh, come on. You know what? He wants to go spare.
He cannot help himself.
Well, he knows this is for charity. He's let it go. But you're never going to see 2 more competitive people. Even the legends between these two, there's McEnroe and Martina. We always joke, come off after some of the Legends events and the slams and say these two guys still take it seriously.
He's done. Job done.
It's not going to get any better than that for McEnroe, is it?
No, it isn't. It's a beautiful serve that he's got. He's got a lot more power now with the modern rackets and the string. But it's one of those serves, as you guys know, if you've faced it, I've faced it many, many times, but you really don't know where the ball's going. And it's unusual because he's so side on.
He shows you back only. You only see the back.
Yeah,
Jamie Murray.
And he rotates out of that position, which is, as you said, it's almost serving backwards. He should be serving to the side of the stand.
Let's.
And he rotates so much that it just whips out of the racket, and an extremely loose strung racket. So the ball really flies off the strings.
Love 50.
So that's 5 points in a row for McEnroe Clijsters.
Well, I think the challenge is to try and beat Jamie, who's notoriously quick with his hands. I think these two, particularly John, will love the challenge to try and beat the young man, the younger man.
Jamie Murray here is the only person on this
50.
court who has not been singles and doubles world #1. And he's been doubles world #1.
That is a great lob. Oh, goodness. What a lob. That's the head shaking stuff that I was talking about. Whenever I see John play or play against him, at some stage he hits a couple of shots, you go, that's almost impossible to hit. Doesn't do it as often, of course, these days, but there's still a moment.
Whoa. No future, Kim. It is somewhere else.
40-30.
They're loving the challenge to try and beat Jamie.
Advantage, Murray.
Good smash from Martina. I tell you, the older you get, the harder it is to go backwards and up for smashes, isn't it? It's
Why is the back leg so much weaker than the front one?
Well, I think the back, and he's just not used to doing it. He's hit a few, but you don't hit 20 smashes as a practice.
1 game on. Team Clijsters to serve.
Those two guys are playing the winners.
Well, tactics.
What?
Great return.
I don't know whether you saw Venus versus Kim.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Kim strikes the ball so well. Oh, great hands. I mean, technically, if you find somebody like Kim, there's very, very little weakness in her game and in her technique. And so, yeah, that will hold up for as long as she can get on the tennis court and get to the ball. She'll hit it nicely. Martina's trying to call for time violation.
See, the trouble with that position is you've got to get up.
Yeah.
15-30.
I actually only saw Lee Childs there.
I think it was, wasn't it?
Well, there was Lee Childs, yeah, coach at Queen's Club, former
There he
player
is.
here. There's Lee. Oh, Roger Taylor back there, former Wimbledon semi-finalist. Beat Borg here.
Beat Borg there. Lee was he #1 junior in the world? Certainly #1 in the UK.
Well, he hits it harder than any single other person in the world. You practice with him.
Yes, he can hit the ball.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Wow.
Advantage, Clijsters.
Ah, she felt it after the return.
McEnroe, Clijsters.
Ah, great match, the third of the day. Day one as far as this roof over court #1. Hope you're enjoying it. We certainly are. So everything's set fair here at Wimbledon. There's centre court that you can see. That's the royal box that has the timber frame round there. That's got all the seats that will come down tumbling from the top. That's all ready for the first 2 weeks in July. Some of the outside courts, I don't think the ticket office is over there anymore, is it, Tim, as we move over to court #1? What's in that building now? The museum downstairs?
Yeah, it's the offices, really, of the All England Club, and they've just put an extra level on there with the expanding executive team.
And just to the left there is Hemmond Hill, and there's 2 living walls which are brand new and beautiful either side of a massive new screen as well. So a lot to look forward to with Wimbledon not too far away, and that is in fact Hemmond Hill.
When is it actually called Hemmond Hill? Where's your statue? Is your statue up there?
Just outside here, it is called Hemmond Hill. Pat, you never deviated for a moment from Hemmond Hill.
No, but is it I know we call it Hemmond Hill.
It's the Arangi Park Picnic Terrace.
Is that what it's called officially?
Yeah, I think so.
We don't call it that. Nobody calls it that. No. But I want Tim's statue up there. I think that's fair.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Nice
have
bronze.
He doesn't have a statue.
Well, not yet.
You've got to win something to get a statue.
You want to? How many matches have you played on centre court? I was thinking about that the other day. I was thinking you must have played at least double the matches that I ever played on centre court.
Oh.
At least. I mean,
yeah, I don't know. I'll have to add it up.
But there's a lot.
Played a few.
There's only one person in this comp box that hit and won the last ball, though. And you're not going to get a statue either.
No.
You got a membership, though. That's all right.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
I'm more than happy with that.
Martina Navratilova to serve.
Martina was definitely a little worried about the ball toss.
She was. Frightening hands.
Oh no!
Whoops.
wow.
Oh, look, for Martina's sake, I'm glad she won that one.
Great dive, man. Great dive.
She was down and got back up in the middle of the rally there. This is great. Look, she was down. Played. That was great effort. Can we just play it?
Would it be fair to say she's the last great serve volleyer from the women's side? Perhaps a fellow Czech, Jana Novotná, who's no longer with us.
So missed.
She's probably the last one who serve volleyed it to the title here.
My goal is to break 80. Oh, 87. Okay, not too bad.
$30.50.
Wearing her down.
Well, Martina certainly redrew the boundaries of women's fitness I mean, just in sport generally, particularly in tennis. But I mean, Lendl in the men, but Martina in the women, she changed the whole thing, the scientific approach. She changed her physicality, didn't she? So much. She was fantastic at net.
Oh, it's a big forehand. I think, to be fair, I think probably Margaret Court before her was the first one who really started that.
Oh, was she that way too?
She was unbelievably fit, yeah. She was the first one who really did a lot of gym workouts. And then I think Martina, it's fair to say Martina took it to the next level.
We're getting set. Come on.
Yep. My microphone.
Come on.
Juice.
That was an accident, but I'll take it.
John will not like that.
Wanted to blame something, didn't he? The court, or the ball, the bounce.
Sorry, John. That was supposed to go there.
Oh, it's in.
I'll
tell you, go. Challenge that one, Martina. I'd challenge that one, yeah.
Challenge.
Marie Navratilova challenging the corner. The left
Really
side
nasty
side
left-handed serve, that one. When the lefties can do that, it really tricks the right-handers. So she'll be disappointed that she missed it.
Not quite sure she was aiming there, but
just out.
Advantage, Macaro.
He is actually mean, isn't he? That's, you know what? Let's just be very honest. We work with him. We like him very much, really. But he's just horrible.
the beauty of that point, there was no calling, there was no mind him. It was just silence. I'm under it, and I'm going to hit a winner.
I'm just, you know, there's just an assumption that he's going to step into the light every single time. We've had it with John.
Well, I remember Peter Fleming, who's here, of course, John's doubles partner, and they won many a title, including beating me in the final one year with Paul McNamee. And Peter once took a ball down the middle and in front of John and said, "Mine," and he missed it. And John just looked at him and said, "If you take my shot, you better get it in."
Well, Peter would go back with one or two choice words of his own when Junior got out of hand too. He was a fantastic influence on McEnroe.
Oh, nice footwork. Well, John did play what we call soccer Also, it's
Someday, U.S. is going to win the World Cup.
No, they're
okay?
not. No, they're not.
the women's, yes.
Oh, are they?
Don't make me answer that.
Not sure about the men. They won the women's.
$100 is before England, okay?
Take that.
There's one in every crowd.
Oh, yeah. Ken's playing really well today.
Great shot, great shot.
She's
15-30.
enjoying it as well, and why not? She had to work quite hard to get back up from this one. This was a decent shot from Martina. She follows it in.
That's a great touch.
It's one of those ones on a grass court that keeps going away from you.
Yes. Well, big serve.
Yeah, I really want McEnroe to lose.
That's
now.
the one.
I really want
19.
McEnroe to lose. Do you want him to lose? I do. Double
As I said, I was joking out here earlier, but it's actually there's a amount of truth in it that we all had great admiration for the way John played. We never really liked to play against him because we always knew there was some drama and you wanted to wring his neck at the end of the match, particularly if you were winning. There's something would happen and he'd try his best to manipulate it.
Could you tell the orchestra to keep it down, please?
It's just worth watching this serve. He's so side on. Look how much he turns around here. He's serving.
Unlucky.
I gave you a bit of a hospital shot there, sorry.
30-40.
Well, I can remember Peter Fleming once being asked who was the best doubles player in the world. He said anybody that plays with John McEnroe.
McEnroe and anybody.
McEnroe, yeah. Yes.
Oh. Fantastic tennis.
Great act.
Juice. Advantage, McEnroe.
There he is, Flembo. Peter Fleming.
All 6'6" of him, long
Well,
arms.
he used to be. He's getting on a bit now. He's probably come down to about 6'2".
He's shrinking. When I played him here, I wasn't here, it was the centre court. Nice.
Just right.
Game, McEnroe
Great
Clijsters.
shot. Great shot.
McEnroe Clijsters lead by 4-1.
You know, I was just thinking back to Martina's record here at Wimbledon. 1978 was the first Wimbledon final.
Wow.
What year were you born, Hennis?
74.
74. So you were 4 years old. She played Chris Evert in the final, won it 7-5 in the third. She won it the next year, beating Chrissy again, 4-4. But it just goes on and on. I mean, she's just, you know, she won 9 times. And she was telling us in commentary earlier on that she has a little blade of grass that she took after she played her last match on centre court, and she's still got it in her jewellery box at home, which is really nice. But a great pleasure to see her on court and competing hard. As for McEnroe, I still hope he loses.
Time.
$80,000 man-hours per month to complete this. 2 years in the planning, 3 years in the construction. It came in on time and on budget. Lots of technical considerations. Oh, look, there's Mum and Dad there.
Ah.
Henna's dad, who hasn't been...
Yeah, they get front row tickets.
Not perfect health this year, so delighted to see him back.
15 love.
He's okay now?
He's good, yeah. Yeah, had a bit of a bump in the road earlier on in the year, but he's back on the golf course, back on the tennis court. Probably as competitive as anyone out on this court.
Oh, yeah.
30 love.
Shouldn't mention these trusses, this 1,000-ton roof. It's a great shot. For all the technical wizardry that we see here, it was the 600-ton crane that lifted these trusses into place. That was the toy.
Wow.
Hit it. Hit it.
It's hard to get through this guy.
40-50.
Too good.
Well, I mean, it's great for playing, of course. Obviously, for the players, there's no delays, but for the public, isn't it? Please. People paying good money for these Court 1 tickets.
You guarantee play now with both courts for 27,000 spectators.
4 games
for the players, the understanding that when they go on the court, they're going to finish the match, and obviously for our television audience overseas, it's a huge addition.
No, just away.
That was about the first one that Kim's missed. She's played fantastically well, but everybody's played great.
I think in years gone by, the only downside of the court, centre court roof was it made Court 1 a slightly poor relative. On those rainy days, you'd have people who were on Court 1 looking for centre court because of the roof. Now you have both.
Yep, I think it's fair to say. Because the court, you know, one tickets are not as expensive as centre court, but they're still expensive. So if you have an hour of play, isn't what's the minimum? As an hour of play and then you don't get a refund? Something like that anyway, but there's not a lot of tennis. So you could be sitting around all day.
Oh boy, that's going to be
give you another hospital shot there.
That's going to be a couple of days to get
Great
over.
hands, great hands.
Love 40.
And a fine, he's going to get a fine for throwing his racket.
Can I say that at least?
When it comes to meltdowns, Kyrgios is doing his best to match McEnroe of old.
I think we've all had one or two of those, haven't we?
Not as bad as that.
Maybe not that bad.
Great hands, partner.
Not in full public view, anyway.
I'll laugh at that when you said it did take John a couple of days to get over that, but played at Legends events, and we, of course, you play, and we wouldn't. Most of the guys wouldn't take it that seriously. You go out and you play. If you play well, they're great. If you don't, it's not the end of the day, end of the world. And
Juice.
But most of the tournament officials were sort of hoping that John would win, because the next morning he'd be so grumpy at the pro-ams and everything.
Oh, yeah. She has to play another one, Martina.
Oh, great volley.
You know, to be honest, Jamie Murray has judged it just right today. Because if he turned it up, Jamie, he would be taking care of everybody here.
Great play, great play.
Yeah, he's been a bit generous. He's some of the easy put-away balls that we know Jamie can
Take a timeout.
smack hard.
She's tired.
He's been nice and friendly on a friendly day. Not so much in a couple of weeks though, when he fronts up to, or less, fronts up to Roland Garros. Oh, there's on the line. We won't say it's a bad bounce.
That was a bad bounce.
She will.
She will. I can't say that. I think it hit the line. It's funny, we can send a man to the moon and do everything. We can't find lines on a grass court that don't react funny.
Advantage, Clijsters. Juice.
Too good. God damn it. Middle.
Great play. Advantage, Navratilova.
Too good.
It's hard to tell with the players' mic who's panting.
I was thinking the same thing. Oh, that is sensational play.
That's great, Jamie.
Really is impressive.
New balls, please.
Even Matt gives him a right smile about that one.
4-3.
Clijsters lead by
Back
4
on
games
serve.
to 3.
Now, I can't think of the question you asked about the last great serve and volleying women's player. You said Jana Novotná before that?
Yeah.
I don't know, actually. No. But well, Martina Hingis was one of the greatest players of all time, but she didn't serve and volley. She worked her way in and then volleyed great.
Yes. She's fantastic.
People like Helena Sukova, not quite a Wimbledon champion, but just in the doubles with Martina. But no, I think that's an interesting question.
I mean, Martina really did. I mean, Chris Evert probably changed women's tennis more than anybody. You could imagine, being the double-handed backhand.
Time.
So all the women we're seeing playing the double-handers.
Did you play mixed?
A little bit at the end of my career, yeah. I do.
Who with?
I played with Mary Pierce, actually.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and Jennifer Capriati. It was more for almost a bit of fun, but
there's no ordinary players there.
Yeah, we had some great wins and some great friendships. Nice catch. Does she play cricket? Can we sign her up? She's Australian passport.
Love 15.
Wouldn't have missed too many of those in a heyday, but just
can't see any sandpaper on the in the pocket from here, so maybe not.
Let's first.
You guys used to have sugar lollies, didn't you?
Nah, never. Play to the spirit of the game. What would you know? That's a lovely pickup from Martina, but a great ball from Matt.
Love 30.
He seems to be quite keen on winning.
He's showing off, but look at his backswing, John. And this is why he grew up on quick and low bouncing courts and bad grass courts. So he used to take a small backswing, just take it straight back, very simple. And that's where he's created his style from. So he's incredibly good when the ball's fast. The harder you serve to him, the better it comes back.
Ooh, that looked like
40.
the forehand volley that he hit to win Wimbledon. And then Bjorn Borg's great run in 81. He just caught a high forehand volley and sort of poked it down the line and stayed on his tiptoes, and he wasn't sure, and it was in. Wonderful memories here.
Oops. 15-40. Lead by 5 games to 3.
Looking for a bit of advice from the commentary box there.
Yeah, he's looking in the wrong place if he's looking on this side of it. Got his mic hanging off, almost as low as his bicep. He's in great shape. Match point. No, no, no.
Finish him!
Oh, no. Oh. Uh-oh. No, John leaves it. Oh, and it's just away.
40-30. Let's
Do you think he knows the off-air time? Oh. And there you go. I tell you what a lovely way to commence this new era on #1 court here at Wimbledon. Certainly a celebration of great tennis. Jamie, brilliant. Kim Clijsters, wonderful. And Martina and John, there's a shot for the ages.
The afternoon. John McEnroe winning that set with Kim Clijsters 6-3. John, how was that for you?
Thank you and good night. Kim played great. Jamie took a bit easy on us, which was nice, and it's great to be on the same court of Martina. So what a great day. I'm proud to be a part of this.
Absolutely, and I'll bring all of the players back on who have played here today. Leighton Hewitt, Venus Williams, Goran Ivanisevic and Pat Cash will be here. They'll be hitting some balls into the crowd to end this wonderful day. But John, I mean, how does this court play? It has reignited your competitiveness?
You know, I'm thinking of coming back maybe for doubles, possibly singles, but we'll see how it goes in my training the next few months.
You know, Andrew and Tim were hoping you were going to lose that one.
I know they were, so that's why I had to put a little extra on the serve, and the crowd energized me, and the court's a little quick, so it played to my strengths.
This has been quite a celebration. Even though it rained and we didn't have the closing of the roof, it didn't matter, did it?
The important thing is the roof worked, Sue, and that's great, and I look forward to coming back here and being part of Wimbledon again in a tiny way. Awesome.
It won't be a tiny way. We want you back in a big way as well. And Martina, just quickly, what has it been like? Well, you're collecting autographs, Martina. She's collecting autographs. I'll come to you. How was it being back on the Wimbledon show court?
You see, this is why I want to commemorate it, because this is a very special occasion. My very first match at Wimbledon was on court 1 against Christine Jane Struman in 1973. And I've been here every year since. So this is as good as it gets. Yeah.
And it's absolutely wonderful to see you. And thank you guys for making it such an entertaining afternoon as well. We hope you enjoyed this afternoon. We've had such great entertainment. A huge thank you to the Grange Park Opera Chorus, to the BBC Concert Orchestra, who are absolutely magnificent, to the wonderful Paloma Faith, and also the incredible Joseph Kalea. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you on July the 1st from all of us at Wimbledon. Bye-bye.